guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Allegra Margella. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe if you like thrift flips and DIYs. Today we're going to be DIYing a very popular top that I've seen on Pinterest, on Instagram. The brand is called Simonett, and I hope I said that right. But I'm going to show you guys how to make it. I think it's really cute and cool, and I've just never seen anything like it. And I'm going to be taking a sweater that I've had in my closet for a very long time, and I just never wore it, so I was like, why not just make it into something else? So if you're interested in seeing how I make the Nanu top, keep watching. The first thing I'm going to do is dissect the sweater, so that means I'm going to go ahead and cut open the side seams. I'm going to cut open this little elastic that they had in the back, and I'm going to cut the sleeves completely off. I made sure to keep the shoulder seams intact so that it would be easier to kind of mirror the front and back of the top. So here I'm just going to pin the sweater on my dress form. If you don't have a dress form, I would say just use your measuring tape and measure from shoulder to underneath the bust for this first portion, because I'm going to be taking my pins and pinning on my dress form around the area that will land over my breast, so that it kind of just forms the shape of the front of the top already. So here I'm just going to pin that and then cut out two rectangles. So the first rectangle I'm just cutting off right here, and then once I get this one off, I'm just going to fold over the excess to the other side and cut off the same amount. The bottom part of the top is in a horizontal direction as far as the cable knit, so I'm just going to pin my sweater in that same direction. I did not have enough of the fabric to continue the straps that will tie in the back, so I will just add those later. Here I'm just going to cut open the middle to make sure I have two symmetrical pieces, and that will be where my center seam will be. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess on the side and the bottom. For the back, I'm going to cut right down the middle, and the back is really just two very long rectangles. So I'm just going to cut that out on one side and then fold over to the other side. I make sure it went like 3 to 4 inches past my waist, so that I'll be able to make the little cuffs that will be in the back to hold the straps. And yeah, once I do that and figure out where I want that to land, I'm just going to flip it over and mirror it to the other side and snip it out. taking the two center front pieces, I'm going to pin them right sides together and do an overlock stitch down. The overlock stitch is the stitch I will be using throughout this because it easily binds, knits together, and I just think it works so much better. Alright guys, so here I'm just going to pin my front pieces to my center front piece. I'm going to make sure I pin close to that center seam line. I originally, as you will see, pinned it far apart like this, but then I had to go back and fix it because it just looked like Moses parted the Red Sea in between my chest because it was just so wide. So I'm just going to go ahead and do an overlock stitch on that as well because, like I said, for knits it is the best stitch to use if you do not have a serger. To create the wraps, the first thing I'm going to do is grab my sleeve pieces and cut them in half. Next, we're going to fold them right sides together and do an overlock stitch over the edge. Next, I'm going to fold the straps right sides together against the center front, and then I'm going to do another overlock stitch down. Because I didn't use fabric and I'm using a sweater and my fabric is limited, I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the other sides of the fabric and just kind of even everything out, even though I know the edges will be raw because I do not have additional fabric to create a lining. But at the end of the day, I really kind of like the raw edge look of it all. I even decided to do overlock stitching around the back of it just because I just wanted to see how it looked, and I actually used a dark brown thread and it kind of gave it a cool look, but I just did not feel like doing that all over. Finally, in the back, I flipped up about 3.5 inches and I'm just going to do a straight stitch across, making sure that I did this wrong side to wrong side so that you can't see the stitching on the front side. Now that we're done, let's take a look at the sweater I had before. I mean, the fabric was limited, guys, but guess what? I made the Nanu top with this. You can wear it the original way, which is actually like this. And you can wear it in multiple different styles, which is what I like the most about this top. You know, I like that you can be very versatile with it. You can switch it up and make it look like a whole new top. And I just think it's so cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more. And I'll see you next time. Bye. If I learn to catch me, you gotta respect me. You gotta protect me.